Hey kiddos, welcome back for story time for Wednesday, last week of school. Chapter 20 of Dr. Proctor's Fart Powder by Joe Nesbo, The Confession. Evening had followed. Evening had fallen, and in just one night it would be the 17th of May, Norwegian Independence Day, when all children and grown-ups put on their traditional costumes and march in parades until they get blisters and their feet swell up so much they can't get their brand new dress shoes off. They would yell, "Hurrah!" until their voices were so hoarse they wouldn't be able to whine when they stuffed themselves way too full of hot dogs and ice cream, and their stomachs felt like they were crammed full of barbed wire. In other words, it was the evening before the day that all children and grown-ups were really looking forward to. And on this evening, Truls woke up and discovered that he was lying in a hospital bed. He looked around and discovered Trim lying awake in the bed next to him. There they are. Bullies in the hospital.
"What happened?" Truls asked. "Why do you have a bandage around your head?" "A manhole cover," Trim said. "You have a bandage around your head, too." "We were supposed to sell fart powder to the kids and make a fortune today," Truls said. "Independence Day is tomorrow." "And we were supposed to play the trumpet," Trim said, dazed.
Right then, the door to the room opened and a nurse came in. "Hi, boys," she said. "There are two people here to see you."
"Daddy!"
Truls yelled, on the verge of tears. He was so relieved.
"And Mommy!"
Trim whimpered. "Not quite," the nurse said, stepping to the side. Truls and Trim stiffened in their beds. Before them stood two men that we have met before. They were wearing their police uniforms, and tucked under their arms, each of them was holding a mason jar that we've also seen before.
"Good evening, boys," Mr. Fu Manchu said. "I trust your head injuries won't be permanent. And," Mr. Handlebar said, "that you'll be able to confess right away that you were the ones who broke into Dr. Proctor's cellar." "And stole those mason jars," Mr. Handlebar continued.
"It wasn't me,"
Truls blurted. "Or me," whimpered Trim.
"We followed a tip and found them in your garage," Mr. Handlebar said. "And we also found two pairs of shoes there with glass shards in the soles, like the glass shards that came from the broken glass in the cellar. You're done for. But, if you'll give us a confession now, you may be able to avoid winding up in the dungeon of the dead."
"It was me,"
Truls blurted.
"No, it was me,"
Trim whimpered.
"And Dad,"
Truls said.
"Yes, Dad," Trim said. He tricked us. We were duped."
Truls sniffled.
"We're so easily tricked," Trim sobbed. "Poor us."
Mr. Fu Manchu said. "Mr. Train, you say? Just as we thought. We should put on an APB." "Yeah," Mr. Handlebar said. "And fast. Neither he nor that dreadful Hummer of his were home when we checked."
Fu Manchu got out his cell phone and called the police station.
"Put out an APB for all patrol cars to stop any black Hummers they see. We're looking for a man named Mr. Train. He's incredibly dangerous. I repeat, incredibly dangerous."
And with that, he started the biggest car chase in Oslo's history. We won't go into details, but more than 100 police cars chased Mr. Train's black Hummer as it raced through the streets of Oslo, spewing out more carbon dioxide than 2 locomotives, which is a fancy word for trains. Every time the police blocked off a street and thought they had him, Mr. Train just gave the Hummer more gas and broke through the barricades, speeding past the police cars, the police horses, and the policemen all over downtown Oslo. And that's what they were still doing when the sun rose and Independence Day was finally here. Ba, ba, ba. All right, kiddos. We have 2 chapters left, so we will finish just in time for the end of the year. Our last chapter will be on our last day. You guys did it. You're amazing. In the comments below, leave me your prediction for what's going to happen at the end of our book. We're starting to tie all of our loose ends together. I wonder, do we remember that Dr. Proctor is still in the Dungeon of Doom? His lady, Margarine, what's going to happen with that? The anaconda? Did anyone see it coming that maybe Mr. Train is the little boy that had all those pets that now live in the cellar? The sewer. We got fart knot powder. We got a high-speed police chase. Man, this book's got everything. All right, kiddos, leave your predictions in the comments down below, and we'll see. I can't wait to finish it. Have a great day. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and taking care of the people that you're with. I'll talk to you later. Bye.